Hey, what is going on, people? This is the Tenchi. I got my boy JJ Darkfire over here, and we're going to be talking about Goku's latest form for Fakatsu no F, Revival of F, Resurrection F, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so news broke the other day that Goku's going to be getting a new form with the power of Super Saiyan God. And right now we're looking at it, and it's being called Super Saiyan God Saiyan, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
How's about I just read the first few threads and
Yeah,
let's see what happens with that.
Let's go.
Okay. Recently confirmed in the last weekly jump, in the upcoming movie Dragon Ball Z Revival F, Goku now has the ability to turn into a Super Saiyan while using the energy and power of a Super Saiyan God. The name of this form is currently being called a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and I just don't like saying that because it is so redundant.
And just so you guys know, the information we're getting this from is from a nice, reliable source called Dragonball Insider. Definitely recommend checking out their site, checking out their podcast. As far as the look, though, I am digging the look. It's simple. It's not too overblown. Goku still looks like Goku. It doesn't look like a huge change. I love the fact that it's, to me, at first when I saw this at first glance, I'm like, I think I've seen this before. I think a fan came up with this design, the pair of blue hair, because I've seen things like this before. If anybody remembers a little fan, a fan wish called Dragon Ball AF, I believe that there was a few fanfic forms of what Goku might look like. One of them had him with blue hair. Another one had him with white gray hair. Looked
red
like
eyes.
Looked like he was a lot older. Here, it just looks like pure blue flame in his hair.
It's not bad. It doesn't look bad. It looks good. But for people who are really into the series and into the show since it first came out, I can sympathize. You might feel a little disappointed. You might have expected something a little bit different, but it's still not bad. It's just God form upgraded to Super Saiyan.
Exactly. So for those who were complaining about the way Super Saiyan God looked, like he doesn't look any different. It looks like a souped up Kaioken. Here you go. Okay, here you go. He looks different slightly.
Further predictions for the future, I don't think that this will be his ultimate and final form. Granted, he's always improving and he's always training himself and pushing himself to the next level, so I don't see this being his final ultimate form. I see something else happening to it much later in a different time.
Let's see. That is yet to be seen, but I've heard that Vegeta is supposed to have a bigger part in this, and I heard that also Vegeta will also be training alongside Goku with Whis and Beerus. So that would be great. That would be great to see.
Perhaps he can finally actually achieve that Super Saiyan 3 form
or
that we've never seen Ken in the actual series.
Other than a few video games. Oh, speaking of, alright, you, just pretty briefly, you just started playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Correct.
And they're going to be putting elements of this movie, like for example Frieza's new form, in the DLC for the new game. First off, just getting your opinion, what do you think of the new game?
Personally, I love the game. I want to buy it myself. If I had the extra cash, I would totally buy it right now. I love that it has RPG elements to it. It's completely different from all previous games. It's not just a straight up fighter. You have missions that you can do. You can gain levels, experience, accumulate points to improve your character's stats.
Yeah, there's so much to do. I don't think there's going to be a sequel to this for a while if they keep on adding this DLC.
I don't think so. I don't even think it would need a sequel as long as they upgraded the server and they brought more DLC to the game.
Right.
Another sequel is not going to even be needed.
Nah, and the latest news is that they're going to be adding Frieza's new form for the new Fakatsu no F. What do you think of Frieza's new form?
As for Frieza's new form, I like it. I like it better than his previous form.
Really?
But
bulked up Frieza?
But What's got me a little dumbfounded is that after his revival, he supposedly trains and he acquires this new form, but then that automatically puts him at a god's level, which I find really weird, because this whole thing is about Goku fighting Frieza in his Super Saiyan God form.
Mm. Or having to fight Frieza in this form. I mean, if he has to fight him with this new blue-haired form, then obviously Frieza has to be putting up some sort of fight. I mean, I've heard little bits and pieces of people that have, online, that have seen, like, they did a screening recently in Japan before the official screening that both Toho and not Toho, Toei and Funimation are going to be doing. Some people did a preview screening, and according to what I've heard anyway, Frieza is having some trouble keeping his form in check. Like it's hurting him more than it's helping him. That's what it seems like. I can't really call spoilers on that because I don't know how true that is. I'm just speculating. So, what do you think of the fact that Frieza is now he's got to train to get better?
Well, he's forced to train to get better,
exactly,
because so much time went on in the series, and he's left behind with his previous power level, where he was at when he was on Namek, right before he died.
But wait a minute. Like, were you one of those fans that was like a little disappointed that it was Frieza coming back and no one else?
I'd say I was more surprised that they chose Frieza over the other villains.
Yeah.
But I could kind of understand why they chose Frieza, because Frieza has the most deep-rooted hatred in him that I've seen compared to any of the other villains that was introduced in the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Well, yeah, because Cell was just concerned about getting stronger. He didn't care about nothing else. He just wanted to be perfect. Majin Buu, he just wanted to play around and destroy Earth. He had no real beef with anybody. He just wanted to, he just wanted to destroy things for the sake of destroying things. Frieza, he had a superiority complex. He felt he was the strongest in the universe. No one could touch him, and he hated Saiyans, and he feared Saiyans. So it makes sense to me that they would bring him back. As far as this goes, because it's supposed to be canon, that's another thing that makes more sense. Because in the movie universe, you have villains that you've never seen in the TV Dragon Ball and manga universe. There's people that we have never seen. So for just the TV's sake, I don't consider that canon. Like for example, people wanted Brawly, and I said if Brawly were to come back, that would be great. But then that would make this movie like a standalone.
Yeah, it would be redundant to make another Brawly movie.
I don't think it would make. I don't know. I don't think it would be redundant. I
thought the whole Bio Brawly thing was redundant. It wasn't even needed.
I think if they brought back Brawly,
the first 2 Brawly movies was perfectly great. Was great, and then I could see how they want to give the kids a chance to shine and whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought that whole
they dropped the ball on that one. They dropped the ball on that one. They totally jumped the shark. I think if they were to bring Brawly back, and we just got into a whole nother topic, but still on topic at the same time.
The question would be, if Brawly were to be brought back to the Dragon Ball Z universe as canon and as current to the show, would he still be considered? Well, he would be considered the legendary Super Saiyan.
Well, yeah.
But
they would have to.
Would he still be powerful enough to take on Goku or Vegeta, for that matter, knowing that Goku has now acquired his new form, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan?
Obviously, if they brought Brawly into the canon universe, into this universe, they would revise his story. It wouldn't be the same. You know what I'm saying? None of that would be the same, because it wouldn't make any sense to make it the same. They would have to explain his father, explain the whole thing with Planet Vegeta. That would make sense that he would be able to be able to escape the planet.
Change the whole frustrated anger thing because he never got sleep as a baby.
Oh my god! I think that was that's a one reason to be angry and cranky, but it's not a reason to want to kill someone. Like you're holding a grudge from out the womb. Are you out of your mind? You know that's.
Really?
But you know what? I wouldn't mind if they brought Cooler into the DBZU, like the TV version. You know, I wouldn't mind that.
Cooler is definitely better than Frieza in
Think
many ways.
Think about that.
I do like Frieza's new form, and in that respect, Frieza does look badass, and he does look better than Cooler in his new form.
You think he looks better than Cooler in his new form?
Yes.
Okay. I'd love to see those two battle it out. Like that whole family looked like like Frieza was the prince that could do no wrong in his father's eyes. That's what I get from the brief moment we had with him and his dad.
Yeah, the whole thing was dysfunctional.
Exactly, a very dysfunctional family. That's what it seems like. I want to, but wait. Remember episode of Bardock?
Which
that
portion of the episode?
That the whole thing chilled. The villain chilled. You know, before Frieza, before King Cold, there was their ancestor chilled, and going and Broly going back in time.
In all technicality,
yeah.
If they were explaining the story from that perspective, then Bardock would be considered the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I know. That was a what if scenario.
The very
but
first Super Saiyan.
That was a what if scenario too. But still, I would accept Chilled as the guy that had to deal with the legendary Super Saiyan. That's how they got the legend. But you know what?
But they could have done a hell of a lot more with that. To be honest, like.
What are you gonna do? It was only 22 minutes.
Frieza blasted him, and majority of the Saiyans died, but Bardock got blasted to a different timeline entirely.
Yeah, he got blasted to a different timeline before Vegeta was, before Planet Vegeta was Planet Vegeta, and the original owner, the original inhabitants of that planet. But I got a feeling if we keep on going with this, we're gonna go into a whole nother, subject with this. So you know what?
Let's just stay focused.
We'll stay focused and continue this on another time. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Goku's new form. What do you think it should be called? Like, really, what do you think it should be called? They're calling it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. They're calling it the Ultimate Form. I just want to give it like some kind of a name. Do you want to?
Personally, I would just keep it very, very simple,
brief, like Super Saiyan God 2.
Not even.
Extended God? What?
Since to me, his first God form was just God form. I don't even call it Super Saiyan, nothing. It's just regular God form. His next ascended level, blue hair, which reminds us all of his Super Saiyan forms. So I would just call that Super Saiyan God. Without the redundancy.
I don't know. Probably it probably wouldn't work due to the fact that they've already called it Super Saiyan God when he first appeared. When that form first appeared, so it wouldn't make any sense anymore. To call this Super Saiyan God.
And I believe that's where they made the mistake of calling him a Super Saiyan God.
But he was super, and he is a Saiyan. So
I would just call that ascended God form.
Well, hey, look,
and then
either
transcended to a higher level.
Transcended God form. Right now he's a pure blue flamed haired Super Saiyan. That's all we know. I want to see to the extent of what these powers can do, and also what is Vegeta going to be like? How is he going to be boosted up? Because I heard that he's supposed to get some sort of new form too, but I don't know how true that is. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that. I think we should end the video right here because we're at 14 minutes. So
we have to edit that. I'm gotta edit that. Okay, I'm shutting up. Gotta edit that too.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright, man. Well, thank you for joining me in this discussion, my brother from another mother, and
definitely.
We will see you on the next video. Peace love, and never be normal.
JJ Dogfire out.